So hey everyone, welcome back to Rebecca's Colouring Arts and Crafts. So first things first, I am still recuperating from surgery on my ankle, so there still won't be regular videos just yet. I'm going to work on getting back to them over time. I'm slowly recovering and I'm just going to try doing a few videos as I can to keep a few things going up on the channel. So I'm going to do the best I can there. Yeah, just to let you know that that I'm going to try doing a few videos as I can. Also, you will have noticed that the videos that I had done ran out a few weeks ago because that was all my pre-recordings that kind of ran out. So yeah, I'll just do the best I can and eventually I'll get that back there. So today I'm going to start with just a few book reviews. I have been doing some book reading whilst recuperating. It hasn't particularly, I haven't been sort of doing a lot just because I've been crook and stuff from the surgery and that, so I've been doing some book reviews. I don't know that I'll get them all done this time, but I will get them up over time, and I'll still be reading others obviously over time. So today I'm going to actually start with The Whisper Man by Alex North. This was provided to me in exchange for a review by Penguin Random House Australia, and I really appreciate that they did provide it to me for review. I did do this recording before and then discovered my camera battery had died on me, so then I had to struggle out to try and get the new camera battery and stuff because my mum, who has been looking after me since my surgery, was kind of in bed, so yeah. But anyway, we'll get on to it, and I really hope you enjoy this, and I will be aiming to get some colouring stuff done if I can. I can't guarantee that I will get that done yet, but I may get some colouring book flip throughs up soon too, so yeah, I'll do the best I can anyway. But yeah, it's just, I just have to take one day at a time with my recovery because I'm still having issues with my ankle 6 weeks after the surgery. So that I don't know exactly what it is, but it could be nerve pains, it could be something pinched nerve, I don't exactly know. But yeah, so anyway, The Whisper Man by Alex North is a psychological crime thriller set in a town called Featherbank. A town with a dark past, a man called the Whisper Man, who kidnapped and killed 5 young boys. As the quote goes, "If you leave a door half open, soon you'll hear the whispers spoken. If you play outside alone, soon you won't be going home. If your window's left unlatched, you'll hear him tapping at the glass. If you're lonely, sad and blue, the Whisper Man will come for you." That quote always leaves a chill down my spine every single time. But it was good. So yeah, the story is about a man called the Whisper Man and his son. So basically the Whisper Man is Frank Carter, who was the original Whisper Man who kidnapped and killed 5 young boys. This book is based around his son Francis Carter, who is supposedly taking the boys to give them a home that they love, but if they displease him, well, obviously yes. And he's sort of doing things kind of similar to the Whisper Man, but a bit different as well. But Francis Carter isn't actually our main character. Our main characters are Tom Kennedy and his son Jake Kennedy, who moved to Featherbank after the death of Tom's wife Rebecca and obviously Jake's mother to a heart attack. So Jake is kind of a loner without many friends and is struggling to fit in, as he has never found it easy to make friends due to being a little different. It doesn't help that he talks out loud to an imaginary friend, and there is kind of, I guess you could say, a bit of a twist to that imaginary friend. So, but you find that out in the book. I'm going to leave that as a surprise. And it also doesn't help that he and his dad struggle to bridge the gap between each other since the death of Rebecca. And this makes Jake a target for the Whisper Man, who targets boys he thinks are unloved and unwanted. In other words, trying to provide a home life for himself as well as the boys, but he's kind of twisted from what his father did. So for me, this book was a book that kept me wanting more, and I really couldn't stop reading it. It really captivates you, and through the use of switching between characters, i.e. Jake Kennedy, Tom Kennedy, there's police officers. So one of those police officers is Tom Kennedy's father, who is an alcoholic, but it also shows his struggle with kind of battling the booze. And also another police officer that's basically involved in the Whisper Man, supposed Whisper Man cases. It's kind of Whisper Man, but kind of copycat. And the Whisper Man, there isn't really much chapters of the actual Whisper Man. It's more the other characters, like the police officers, visiting the original Whisper Man, trying to work out where these kids are and that sort of thing. And it just keeps you wanting to know what is happening to each character through the use of, basically the characters are, shall we say, you don't know exactly which character chapter is coming next, but at the same time you kind of know that what the character is that's telling that chapter. It kind of leaves you at a cliffhanger at the end of each chapter that the character ends on, and so you keep wanting more, but at the same time it's not specifically telling you which character is telling which chapter, but at the same time it's almost like you instinctively know, you instinctively start to learn those characters' voices and their thoughts, and it really gets in your mind. And there are places where it surprises you with the twists and turns in some of the storyline. I sort of thought I knew where it was going, and then it was like, all of a sudden it was like, wow. So it really sort of, I guess, keeps you guessing. The whole book, I was really satisfied with how it wrapped up, but I was also kind of, I don't know if I was sad, but I was kind of emotions all over the place. There is some twists. One of the characters dies. I don't know if he's a main character as such, but he is one of the characters that tells chapters in this book and was one of the main people involved in the original Whisper Man case. So I guess it kind of is a bit of a main character, but isn't. It's kind of like a side character to the main characters. And I kind of like when thrillers do that, when they leave you. I'm not sure how to say this. It's still kind of, anytime I think about this book, it's like I get tongue-tied and I'm not sure what to think or how to feel about it, because it's just, it really, I guess, does play with your emotions and leaves you sort of unsure how you're feeling, but knowing for sure that you loved the book and it's a really good book and you thoroughly enjoyed it. I guess it leaves you sitting, the thoughts of the book sitting in your mind anytime you think about it, or anytime you think about reading it or want to go back to it. And for me, that is worthwhile. I kind of like when books do that, when they leave you in like that state of like disbelief, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, wow. So yeah, for me, it was a really good thriller / crime novel, and I really enjoyed it. As for ratings, I know I regularly do about a 5 out of 5 stars or 4 out of 5 stars, but basically I really enjoy a lot of the books that I read. I rarely don't like the books that I read. I never give up on a book. I always try to keep persisting, because for me, I want to see if the book does improve, if it does get better, and just see if it does come out of the woodwork, kind of thing, I guess you could say. So yeah, I would highly recommend you picking up this book to read. It really did kind of, I guess, blow my mind, but it also is creepy. It is based around child kidnapping and those sorts of things, so just a warning there. Yeah, and I really hope you enjoyed this book review. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe, or comment. I always love hearing from you and talking with you all, and I really hope you have a great day/evening and have a good time reading or doing your colouring or whichever you're doing, and I will see you next time. Bye!